na 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 na. Hmm. And I'm back, yes I am. Mm, mm. Angela, Maria, Chili Bean, hello to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mama gonna see if she can function without putting this light on. It would be a great night if I don't have to put this light in my face. You know what I'm saying? If I don't gotta do it. Oh, look, Mama got another gifty. Mama got another star. I wish I knew how to make that with my hands, but I don't. So thank you. Thank you very much, Sissy Williams. Mama, appreciate you. Ooh, Mama's been getting these little gifts. This is this new thing. You know what I'm saying? It's this new thing. I wonder if I can make it so they'll pop up on here. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let us find out. It'll be an alert. Yeah, I think it's an alert box. Mm, mm, mm. Na 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 na. Cha cha. It's not a bit. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got. What's the alert box? Let's see. Alert box. It's gonna be, I think it would be like a cheer. Mm-mm. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it worked. La da 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 da. Oh, don't forget Chippy Daryl. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, look. Yep, it worked. Yay. I got it so it'll show up on the screen. Thank you, baby. Thank you, girl on fire. So sweet. Oh, they're so cute. The gifties are adorable. They're so freaking cute. Ooh. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Yes, I do. See that, Daryl? You could never. You could never. All right. Let me get my chibi, my little Daryl chibi. Daryl, there you are with your eyes all close together. Yep, that's my boy. That's my Daryl. That's my Daryl. That's my Daryl. Let me put my little jar. Mama likes her little jar. Oh, I gotta clear my jar out. I gotta clear my jar. I gotta clear my jar so it's true to the live stream. Bam! Nice. Done. Whee! All right, I'm back, you guys. Struggle of a lifetime. Mama's brain be like, just chill out, do nothing, just do nothing, like a lot of nothing, a whole shit ton of nothing. Oh, oh, you still at it with the Daryl? You know what I'm saying? I got to be. Give me, give me to go live. My brain. I don't be knowing what to reach for. I just know I need to be going live, but I don't know what to reach for. So you know what I do? I go to my handy dandy Daryl. He's always being a dick, so he can always be made fun of. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all got some stuff y'all like for me to watch, react to during the live, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I will open it up, and sure will. Sure will. Because then I can take that, clip it, and make it its own video. That's how I found Tiffany. I was in here doing some Daryl live streaming. Somebody brought up this broad, Tiffany Henyard. I was like, who is that? Type it up, react to a news clip, then turn that news clip into its own video, and it was a thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Always looking for y'all to let me know what's next, because mama don't know. Mama's algorithm shows her the same shit over and over again. So that's why I don't never see nothing new. Okay. What, Nakia? You had a birthday. What? How I feel to be 21, honey? How I feel to be 21? How I feel? How I feel? I didn't watch the crash thing but I'm now starting to change my mind about this whole thing. I think she might have got a bad deal. I don't even want to tell y'all, but I will say this. The thing that is leading me there is this Crime Circus. Y'all know Crime Circus, when we used to watch his Daryl Brooks's his interrogation. That's the channel that I got that from Crime Circus is the name of the channel. But he's been kind of reacting to the Michaela stuff, and it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. You just gotta check it out. It's a shit ton of stuff that they deliberately did not tell anybody, and they just kind of let it run with the narrative of only showing her basically being a little brat, her being vain, always in the mirror, and then that clip thing of them with this confrontation. There's a whole nother side that is completely different, and it's a whole bunch of lies, like just deliberate lies that were told. And because she decided not to go to trial, none of this stuff came out. So I would check it out. Just check it out, Crime Circus. Don't take my word for it. Just watch that, and then y'all come back and let me know then. Okay. Yeah, Crime Circus. Check it out. What is his name? Oh, those pop up too. Oh, nice. Okay, so all of them pop up. I like it. See how it popped up on there, Jared? Thank you, Jared. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yes, it is. Oh, let me tell Sammy back live. Live now. I'm live now. And Mama live. Mama is live. Shown is. Thank you, baby. Gonna hype me up. Ooh, I'm gonna hype me up. Ooh, Jared gonna hype me up. Hype me up. Ooh, Jared gonna hype me up. Oh, Sam. We back on twice in one day. I know. Mama starts grinding at the last couple of days. Last couple of days of the month, she a procrastinator. You know what I'm saying? She wait till the last minute and starts just like, oh, pushing. You know what I'm saying? Ow. Oh, speaking of shit, I ain't done none of the stuff I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm gonna push this. You can watch Darrell's expressions. Yes, we are live, K.N. Byam. We sure are. Yep. Yep. Sure. Yep. Sure are. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Why is he looking at the camera like that? Darrell, why is you looking like the camera like that? That's suspicious as hell. You look suspicious, baby. You look very, very suspicious, baby. That's right. Fix your shirt. That's right. Fix it up. Tighten it up. I know that's hard since that's like clearly a size medium. That's a schmedium. Darrell's shirt is a schmedium and it's still that loose. Darrell is he's a double zero XL zero. Is you a double zero? Darrell, is you a 00? That's funny. I used to be a 00. I used to be a double zero. That shit was wild, bro. Ooh. The only place that sold double zeros was American Eagle. That used to be the only place I could find clothes that fit me like normal people's clothes fit. Was American Eagle at 00. That's my girl. That's my girl. Need to wash my hair. Darrell, stop looking at the camera like that. Look at her. You looking for an exit? You looking for an exit, Darrell? You ain't gonna find it. Hey, DSB. Welcome to Mama Membership. Ooh, my brain is doing that thing it do. Let me push this button before I completely forget. Okay. I pushed the button. I did. I pushed the button. How you doing, DSB? What's poppin'? Shalom, my warrior queen sister. Oh, right on. Wakanda forever. Okay? Forever and ever. Forever and ever. Forever and ever. Vizini. I wonder if Darrell and Bubba were planning their summer vacation. Oh, for sure. You know what they do? They put up a poster. They put up a poster in the cell, like a couple of them, so it'd be like long, and then they lay in front of it, and it makes them feel like they're on an island. You know, Bubba and Darrell. Darrell being the little spoon, of course. He'd be like this. With his arm, with his big strong Bubba arm around him. Darrell be feeling like a dainty princess. Yes, he do. Bubba makes him feel safe. Darrell, do you feel safe now? Do you? Do you feel safe in Bubba's arms? Do you feel safe in Bubba's arms? You gonna stand up, Darrell? You ain't gonna stand up? You're rude. You're a rude little bastard, you are. Hey, Jeanette. Welcome.
All right, we are back on the record. It is 1:01 p.m. State versus Brooks. Appearances are as they were before.
What?
I have instructed, and
That's
Mr. Brooks
2
is
years,
present in
almost.
this courtroom.
Thank you, DSB. I'm appreciative.
Prior to the... I understand your objections noted. If you would like to go back to the other courtroom, sir, you may, but that is a choice that you would be making. I am not requiring you. I'm not forcing you at this time.
So you're not holding me in contempt?
Sir, I am not requiring you, or I understand, forcing you to go into the other courtroom. It is a new part of the day. I thought it appropriate to have you brought here.
Why?
And
DSB. Oh my God. Look at my gold coins. What gold coins for me? Just wanted to say much love, respect, blessings, and power for everything you do, my warrior sister. Yes. Okay. Sorry about being absent, but I always catch the replays. Yes. I appreciate you. And I know you be hitting that like button. I know you do. I know you be doing it. And mama, I appreciate you for it. Thanks, babe. Appreciate your honey pot. Ooh, ooh, I definitely do. Yes, I do. You ain't never got to apologize with a 22 month membership. You ain't never got to apologize to me. 22 months a member. You know what I'm saying? Yes, everybody applause. Applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, and then here come Bossy Tuba. Oh, look, we got our full 5 memberships this time, didn't we? Look at that. DD, Marcus Watts, Abby Lane, Sonny Grigo, and Just Jamie Lee. Everybody say thank you, Bossy Tuba, for the 5 gifted subbies. Thank you, honeys. I'm appreciate that. Yes, honey. Oh, thank you, babies. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. I do.
Only if you forfeit your right by conduct will I put you back in the other room.
So you going to address subject matter jurisdiction for the record, or are you going to state it on the record?
Nope.
I'm declining to address that on the record for the reasons I've previously provided to you, not the least of which is I have addressed that by way of a written decision.
And it hasn't been proven for the record.
Your objection.
Oh, look at that, Sammy. Look, you see it on the screen. Look at, I set it up so they show up on there, the little gifties. Oh, I love this whole little gifty thing. It might become my favorite little thing. It's so cute. They're so cute. You said it was like a little seal with a little spinny thing on its back. Oh, thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Ooh, ooh. So cute. So cute.
And it's noted.
Oh, by the way, when we were live streaming and it just cut off, it just kicked me out. That's what happened. And then I was like, oh my God, I took it as a sign because I knew I was supposed to be going live and I was procrastinating. I was trying to talk myself, like my brain started to go to another place. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a sign. So I was like, let me just finish making my thumbnail so I can go live. And so here we are. That's what happened. It literally just kicked me out. It did that thing where it said disconnected or whatever. Oh, thank you, DSB, for the 5 gifted members. Ooh, that is 10 gifted memberships. 10. Minnie got 1. Present. Zebra, Trevor, and Heather. Heather Iris. How cute. That's a cute little name. Ooh, everybody say, thank you, DSB, for the 5 gifted members. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all trying to make mama happy today? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? It's working.
Go back in the other courtroom, because I'm not going to do this with you.
Sparkles.
Mr. Brooks, I do want to go over
We don't have
jury instructions.
I don't understand the jury instructions. I don't understand anything that's in these proceedings, and I'm not going to participate in something that I don't understand.
That's your choice, sir.
May I please go back into the other courtroom?
You can, based upon
Thank you
your
for the sparkles.
choice and your request.
Thank you for the
I'll
sparkles.
make a finding that he's
Sissy, Mama appreciate
forfeiting
you.
his right to be present in this
I didn't forfeit
courtroom.
anything. I
Yes,
asked.
you did, Darrell.
I understand
Definitely
you, but I
did.
feel it's
Forfeit
important to
anything.
also
You
make
forfeit.
a finding based upon your conduct.
Based upon what conduct? Me asking?
Yes.
Are you willing to expressly waive that right on the record right now?
I'm not gonna expressively waive anything.
Are you willing to
I'm making
engage in a colloquy regarding your right to be present
I
and
do
a
not.
knowing and intelligent and voluntary waiver of that right?
I am not going to consent to anything that I don't understand, and I will not answer any questions that I don't understand. I'm merely making a request to not be present in these proceedings.
And to be in the other courtroom.
Again, as I've stated numerous times now for the record, I will not answer or...
Hey, Darrell, have you tried crying about it? Have you tried? Have you tried crying about it? Or no? You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Sammy. Said, hey, oh, yes, hit the like button. Yes, very good advice. I don't think I've said that yet. Hit the like button. Mama, appreciate you very much. If you do so, yes. Okay, make sure you subscribe. And consider becoming a member. Oh, I guess I got to put up my little member thingy. I haven't put that thing up in a while. Mama's been being terrible with it. I'm going to put the little membership thing at the top. Once I do that, consider becoming a member. It supports the channel on a regular basis. Keeps Mama off of the pole because Mama ain't got no upper body strength. She can't be on the pole. She going to slide down, upside down. She going to break her neck. It's going to be terrible. So, got to keep Mama off the pole. How do we do that? With the memberships. That's how we do it. That's all we do. That's it. Just a simple way to completely just help Mama, not fall and break her neck on the pole. Or off the pole, we should say. Ooh, Benjamin, welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Yes, honey. Yes, and thank you, Sammy. Oh, you sent a video of Ellie. Is it with the honey and the yogurt? Let me see.
Anything I do not understand.
Sammy, next time you make her the honey, the yogurt and the honey, take a picture of that so I can see what it looked like. I feel like it probably looked good. Like, I feel like I might want to get me some yogurt and some honey. Like, it sounds classy. Does it? It does sound classy. I think I'm going to get me some. Maybe once I see what it looked like. Send me a picture.
I'm not making a voluntary waiver of anything.
Are you willing to be, let me rephrase that. If I have you stay in this courtroom, are you willing to follow the rules of decorum and courtesy?
I do not understand the question you are asking.
Are you willing to not interrupt the proceedings with disruptive behavior?
I do not understand the questions that you are asking.
Well, given that he won't answer the questions directly, for now he is to remain in this courtroom.
I'm requesting to not be in this courtroom.
But you won't answer my questions regarding that, sir.
I did. I told you I don't understand.
That's not answering the question, sir.
You asked me a question, I answered it. I don't understand.
She look like she like that. That look good. Now I want me a snack. I need a snack now. Mama needs a snack. Yes, she do. Oh, my part look crazy as hell. I gotta pull this. I'm so lazy. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I just pull my braid out and I just wash this part of my hair. Like I just pull this braid out, shampoo it, blow dry it, flat iron it, put it right back in the braid. It's just easier. My bangs be crazy. They just be in my face. I hate it. I hate it. I wash my hair immediately. This goes into a braid. This front part. I don't know what to tell you. That's why people like wigs so much. It's way more manageable than real hair. This stuff is like rocket science trying to control it. If I think too hard, my roots get tangled. You know, like my roots get tangled. Oh. If I think too hard, my roots get tangled. Oh. I don't know how they even tangle. How do they tangle at the root? Like, how does that even happen? How did the root be tangled but the ends don't? Like, we'll do the math on that. like, how did it even happen? It's a curse, is what it is. It's a curse.
How can I answer something that I do not understand, Your Honor?
How can I answer what I don't understand?
All right. Let me start with the jury instruction. There is one I would like to.
Subject matter jurisdiction?
Nope, not at all, Daryl.
Decline that already.
Shut up,
sir.
Daryl.
I'm not going to address
Under
that
what
further.
law? Under what lawful law?
Sir, please do not interrupt me again with the topic of subject matter jurisdiction, or you run the risk of forfeiting your right to be present in this courtroom.
Then let me go into the other courtroom then.
Some
Are you
yogurt.
willing to engage in a discussion about that,
You want
sir?
yogurt
I
now.
need to make an appropriate record.
got none.
I just told you that I don't understand the questions you're asking. What do you want me to do? I can't answer something I don't understand.
Yeah, you need
I
to let
believe
me
you're
go, Your Honor,
choosing
Your
not
Majesty,
to
Your
answer
Highness.
that.
You can
sir.
believe what you want to believe. I believe that you hiding stuff from the jury. I believe you haven't been impartial or fair. You haven't let me even enter anything into evidence, which is my right to do so.
Your
But it
rights
doesn't
are not
matter what we
unfettered,
believe,
sir.
Your Honor. I'm merely stating a request to not be present for these proceedings. I cannot answer.
Isn't that funny? He's like, all I'm asking for, Your Honor, is to not be present. And then she says, so you're requesting to go into the other room. And then he goes, what I'm suggesting is, it's like, bitch, you just said you requesting to leave. What do you want? Request to go home? Is that what you're talking about? Why, when I said that, why didn't you just say yes? Why do you still go into this whole other thing? Like, I'm just requesting if I can go to my mom's house while y'all sort all this out. Can I get a ride to my mama's house? I'll just sit outside. I know that restraining order is still active, so I can't go in her house. I know that. I'm aware. But I would just like to go into my mother's yard, please. You can't have house arrest from a yard. They can't put you on house arrest in somebody's yard, Daryl. So, I mean, what? Where were you gonna go?
Questions you are asking me because I don't understand them.
You understand your right to be present in the
yes.
courtroom. Are you telling me you
I don't understand
that
anything.
right?
Nope. I don't understand. Nope.
Then you're gonna stay here for now.
And under what lawful law? You can't force me to stay somewhere that I'm making a request not to. You can't make me understand. You can't force me to understand what I don't understand. You can't force that.
I need to address one of the jury instructions, number 315.
So, Your Honor, I'm trying to make a request to not be present in these matters without disrupting the courtroom, as you say that I do, and over talking you, as you state that I do. I'm making a request merely to not be present for these proceedings. Obviously, I'm not needed because every decision that's been made here today has been made without my consent. That's clearly telling me that I'm not needed. I have never consented to anything that's going on here today. I haven't even been allowed to present any evidence, which is something that I stated weeks ago. Weeks. You already knew, Your Honor, that I wanted things to present into evidence. I've asked numerous times for that and have been denied. And I don't understand why.
Look at that red, y'all. Ooh, thank you, Benjamin. Thank you. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Ooh, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Red in the hair, in the house. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Yes, yes. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at that red and that pink. All those warm colors. See the warm colors? Mama like the warm colors. You know what I'm saying? Mama appreciate you. Yes, she do. More than you know. Ooh. Thank you, baby. Yes. Let's all click the little heart button and the like button under that there contribution. Mama appreciate. Oh, yes. Y'all know Mama be scrounging at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? She be scrounging. Scrounging. Okay. I'm going to try to do better in June, y'all. I'm going to try to do better. It's all about day one. This is how it works. It's all about day one. And day 2, and day 3, and day 4. And day 7, and up through 30. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I appreciate that so much. Whew. Yes, I do, honey. Let me get some red emojis in the chat to accent the beauty of that there red, thingamajigger. You know what I'm saying? Let me just, the red emojis to make that thing shine. You know what I'm saying? It's going to bring out the red in its eyes, Red emojis in the chat. Red emojis in the chat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Marilyn, welcome back, baby. You made it back. Yes, you did. Welcome back.
Why I'm not being able to adequately defend myself.
In your words, you're not being allowed to adequately defend yourself based upon your conduct in this courtroom and throughout these proceedings, and your unwillingness to follow the simple rules of decorum, courtesy, procedure, rules of evidence. You refused to answer a variety of questions this morning when this court went through or attempted to go through the colloquy with you regarding your right to testify and your right not to testify. And because of that, and based on the case law that I cited this morning, I made a finding that you forfeited your right to present further testimony and evidence through other witnesses, and then you forfeited your right to testify on your behalf. I'm not going to revisit those, sir.
I'm not asking you to revisit them, but I'm just they weren't correct.
I understand you will
because I never consented to it and I never answered something.
I understand,
and I just stated the reason why I didn't answer because I don't understand. You cannot force me to understand what you're asking me.
Sir, I could not even get through the advisement. You wouldn't even listen. You talked over me repeatedly.
Was that from the other courtroom or in here? Because I've been over there all morning.
To the place that you are requesting to go back to, right?
You sent me into the other courtroom.
You're right, I did.
Right. So I've been over there all morning.
With an adequate audio and visual system connecting the two courtrooms. Your
equivalent is adequate, but to mine is not. Seeing as how you always state Illinois versus Allen. You always state that. But it never refers to a fourth option that you refer to. It never refers to.
I'm not going to debate this with you. If you continue to bring up subject matter jurisdiction, Illinois
I didn't bring up subject matter jurisdiction
earlier.
Oh my God, Marilyn, I remember those rings. Everybody used to have those back in the day. Y'all remember these? With the little crown, with the little hands holding the crown. That used to be like all the jewelry and stuff used to be like that back in the day. That was a big thing. I forgot all about that. That's the one that went down the drain and then magically ended up in the carpet years later. That was wild. It was a wild story. That was a wild story about a ghost. Something about a ghost. Okay. And the laundry, the dryer monster that used to steal the socks.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm being held in contempt.
Frustrating the purposes of this hearing
I'm trying to figure out why I'm being held in contempt.
Which is to finalize the jury instruction and the verdict forms.
Your Honor, I'm merely trying to understand why when you hold me in contempt.
I never held you in contempt, sir.
You attempted to.
Nope.
You've never attempted to hold me in contempt.
No, sir. I'm not going to revisit all of these issues.
When I asked you where you hold me in contempt, you said civil.
Are you going to respect the decisions that I've made?
They're not
interrupting
They're
me.
not correct decisions, Your Honor.
I understand that.
I can't answer. You asked me questions. I didn't answer them based on my understanding. How can you force me to understand what you're asking me if I don't? And then you still make a finding based on that. How is that lawful law?
Mr. Brooks, I stand behind the record
how
that
is
I've
it the
made
lawful
today.
law?
And that's
Your
fine.
Honor.
I'm not arguing with you about what you rude. I'm saying how can you do that without my consent?
If you continue to raise issues that I've already addressed.
That's a violation of my civil rights.
If you continue to raise these issues, sir, and thwart the purpose of this court, which is to finalize the jury instruction and the verdict forms, you will forfeit your right to be present in the courtroom, and you will appear from the other courtroom.
Okay.
Absent you, I know you've requested to be there.
I made a request the moment we walked in here to not be present for these proceedings, but yet
but you also won't have a dialogue with me about your understanding
because
of what that means.
It's my Fifth Amendment right. I'm exercising my rights that I reserved from the moment we walked in here this morning. You can't force that. You can't force me to do anything, actually.
No.
That's right. If I want to stay in here for the rest of my life, that's what I'm going to do. You can't force me to go back into my cell. You can't force me onto a bus that would then transport me to a completely different prison where I have to find a brand new boo named Bubba also, coincidentally. You can't force none of that. You have no power over me. Keep telling yourself that, Darrell. Keep telling yourself that. You can tell yourself whatever you want, Darrell, as long as you scooching your ass on down this here road while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can. It wasn't in the carpet. It was on the hardwood. That's even worse. Marilyn, that's even worse. Because that means if it was on the wood floor, that means you should have been able to see it. Or stepped on it. It looked pointy. So you were just sweeping one day. Just so you know, Marilyn, you know when you said you were sweeping, I thought carpet. You know why? Because when I was married, my husband used to sweep carpet. And that was the first time I had ever seen that. Where I'm from, we don't sweep carpet. It's a weird idea, if you ask me. Sweeping a carpet. It just seems strange. I used to be like, it seemed like you just shoving everything down farther into the carpet. But that's what he would do. He would sweep the carpet. He would sweep it. He was from Texas. He was from Houston. And he would sweep the carpet. I used to be like, now that's peculiar. But I mean, it is what it is. So when you said you were sweeping, in my mind, I saw carpet. That's why I said it was on the carpet. My brain imagined that when you said you were sweeping and you found the ring, my brain thought carpet. That's why. It's crazy, right?
You're right, but I can make certain findings that you forfeit rights.
His client must be mad with a lawyer.
What lawful law you're under?
I've cited the law this morning. All right, I am
Illinois versus Allen, right?
I am
that I can be present from another courtroom.
If I forfeit my right. Instruction 315.
Your Honor, I don't understand.
Language needs to be modified based upon the court's earlier ruling today.
I don't understand the proceedings. And I think that should be stated.
Oh, thank you, Sammy. Say his client must be mad with his lawyer wanting to leave. How can you be a sovereign citizen and have constitutional rights? I know. That's right. Sweeping carpet. Sure was. He was sweeping so good though. He would sweep that carpet so good. I used to be like, wow. I mean, I know on the surface it looked like it was working like gangbusters, but in reality, everything that's on that carpet is now under the carpet. Like You just basically shimmied everything down. Like everything, like the stuff that was locked in is now under. Now that you just twerked those things enough to where now it fell through. So whenever they pull that carpet up, all that shit gonna be down there underneath. But on top of the carpet, that thing looked clean. He would sweep it and it would be like, you know how when you know how people when they mow their lawn and they'll leave the stripes in the grass, this to make it, and it looks so neat and perfect. That's how the carpet used to look after he was sweeping. I used to be like, how in the fuck? Like, I've used a broom on a carpet before, but it was only like on the edges. Like where it meets the wall. Like sometimes little things would get there because the vacuum cleaner can't get to it. So I would like kind of go like this and just kind of brush it like this. Foom, foom. So the things that are in there would get forced out and come up. But that's about it. But yeah, he would just sweep. Swoom, aggressive as hell. Just sweeping the shit out of that carpet. And that shit worked. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if this is like just some shit he must have made up because nobody ever heard of this. Especially if you live in Texas or you're from Texas. Let me know if this is a normal thing that y'all do. Like sweeping carpet. 1 in the chat if you've ever swept carpet before. How about that? 1 in the chat if you've ever swept with a broom, swept carpet. Let me know. Let's see. Let's see if it's crazy or not. Okay?
For the record, if I'm telling you repeatedly, Your Honor, that I don't understand, you can't force me to understand.
You can't force me to understand, Your Honor.
That's a violation of my constitutional rights to try to force something upon me. That's coercion, Your Honor.
As a sovereign citizen.
Mr. Brooks, I completely disagree with your characterization of the proceedings this morning. While it is true that you did not provide consent, you were entirely uncooperative with court this morning.
That's because I didn't understand. I'm explaining why, Your Honor. I'm not trying to leave it where it was at. I'm attempting to answer the question. So I'm going to explain myself of why I did not answer. It was because the way that you're making it seem is that I intentionally didn't want to answer, and that's not fair.
I'm moving on to instruction 315.
And I still don't understand. So how can we even proceed?
Mr. Brooks,
if I'm telling you I don't understand.
How can we proceed, Your Honor? I mean, I want to get through this case and let you sentence me to eternity. But I mean, in all honesty, if we're being honest and righteous with ourselves, Your Honor, Your Highness, Your Majesty, I'm just saying, like, if we can't get through this, it just seems like we're at an impasse, and maybe, I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to let me go. That's Daryl. That's Daryl's hopes and dreams. I'm saying, I'm not trying to be unfair, Your Honor, but if we can't get past this, it is what it is. You gotta let me go. It is what it is, Your Honor, Your Majesty, Your Highness. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I'm just pointing it out.
What that I'm asking you to do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Brooks, please stop interrupting.
And for the record, I don't consent to being called that name, Your Honor.
You clearly hear me, sir, because if you didn't hear me, then you wouldn't make that statement.
Hearing and understanding is 2 different things.
I know you can hear me, sir. I'm asking
Hearing
you
and understanding is 2 different things. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you're gonna, at some point, you're gonna ask me my opinion of what's going on, and then when I tell you I don't understand, it's gonna be taken as me trying to delay or trying to do this or trying to do that.
I will explain why I'm bringing up instruction 315.
And I'm not gonna understand your explanation.
Well, you can't say that if you haven't heard what I have to say.
Didn't you try to do this earlier before lunch?
But I need to clarify something because 315, which is the instruction that has it's titled Defendant Elects Not to Testify. I had it in there. However, that instruction should really only be given if requested by the defendant. There has been no request made. And obviously this court made a finding that he forfeited his right to testify. And absent Mr. Brooks requesting that instruction to be in, I believe it would not be proper for this court to include 315 in the instructions to the jury. Does the state have any position on that?
Your Honor, I did look at the notes that are associated with instruction 315, and I would agree.
All right. Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on whether this court should include instruction 315 in the jury instructions to the jury?
I don't even understand what 315
I don't understand, Your Honor.
It's entitled "Defendant Elects Not to Testify." I'll read it for you. It's my
Coercion.
notes, my materials, my jury instruction book says to be given only if requested by defendant, and it reads as follows. This is the actual language of the instruction. A defendant in a criminal case has the absolute constitutional right not to testify. The defendant's decision not to testify must not be considered by you in any way and must not influence your verdict in any manner. So my question is, do you want this instruction read or modified in any way?
You just said I got a constitutional right not to testify or to testify. I didn't make either one of those decisions, so I don't understand.
The jury instruction is typically read when a defendant does not testify. In every other case that I've had, the decision on whether to testify was a decision made by the defendant personally. In this case, the court found that you forfeited your right to testify based upon your conduct. That is the ruling I made this morning.
How did I make that decision though? I didn't.
My question to you is, do you want the jury instructed that your silence must not be considered by them in any way and must not influence their verdict in any manner?
What do you mean my silence? My Fifth Amendment right?
Correct.
Yes.
I'm not hearing a request.
Isn't it weird that he like leaned forward like he was about to say something else, but then he didn't because he wasn't expecting her response to be yes. What do you mean me being quiet? You mean my Fifth Amendment right? She's like, yes. He like, coercion. Bossy too, but that's now my word for the night. It's something about looking at it look like that. It just make me want to say it. Coercion. Coercion. Okay. Coercion.
From you to have the jury
because
given this instruction.
I don't understand why you're asking me the question, Your Honor. I never decided to or not to testify. I never decided either way.
I understand that.
So how can I answer that? I don't understand. I don't understand.
We are now at the moment where we are discussing whether the jury should receive an instruction specifically on you not testifying, irrespective of the reason for that. I believe I could modify this instruction to simply say a defendant's silence or a defendant not testifying should not be consideed by the jury in any way and must not influence their verdict in any manner.
Let me get some white emojis in there. She's at. Ooh. White emojis.
Are you making such a request for a modified instruction?
I don't understand the question because I never decided to or not to testify.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, sir. I really do. But in light of the court's decision that you forfeited your right to testify,
how did I forfeit something I never said?
Do you want the jury to be instructed something to the effect of they cannot use your silence, meaning they cannot use you not testifying against you in any way?
I don't understand because I never made a decision not to or to testify.
I'll ask you one more time, and if you do not answer with a yes or no, I will take your answer.
Nice start. No, wait, you know what? Yeah. That is a polar bear. I was thinking, oh, look, it's the polar bear again. I love the polar bear. It's so cute. Then I was like staring at it from this far. I don't know if it's my glasses or what, but it kind of almost started to look like a husky. You know, like the dog, a husky. I was like, huh? It kind of started to look almost sort of like a husky. Like if his ears were a little pointed, like. But then you get closer and it's like, oh yeah, no, it's definitely a polar bear. Nice. White emojis in the chat. We're gonna do something a little different after that. We're gonna have black emojis in the chat. I don't even know what that's gonna look like. I've never done that. I've never asked for that before, so I'm curious to see what black emojis they have, but not yet. Right now it's the white ones because I want the contrast. I want to see the white, and then we're gonna shoot straight to the black. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, just fill it up with the white, and then we're gonna have all black emojis. So yeah, like cool ones. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Of not answering, as you are not making a request for a
I wonder if they have. Do they have black hearts on here? I wonder.
modified instruction.
How can you do that?
Do you want this court, sir, to instruct the jury in any way regarding you not testifying in this case?
I don't understand the question.
All right, then based upon there's not been an express request made by Mr. Brooks to give either 315 as it's in the standard or pattern jury instruction, or a modification as this court has suggested, 315 is to be taken out of the jury instructions.
How are all these decisions being made without me understanding?
Oh, it's like gray. It's like gray looking.
Then I have looked over the verdict forms, and other than really what I would describe as some consistency in how phrases, whether there's all caps, not all caps, but what we call the sentence capitalization for the charges. For example, I want to be consistent with how I spell out first degree intentional homicide or first degree recklessly endangering safety. There was just sometimes it was capitalized, sometimes it wasn't. So we're looking through all of that to be consistent.
Never mind. We won't do black emojis because there's not very many. They're like gray. Like the closest thing they have is like grays. It's like dark grays. Oh, I got an 8-ball on there though. Let me think. I'm gonna think of a different color. We're gonna
make sure the word information is capitalized since that's the charging document. Things of that nature. It is my practice, and you should be aware, Mr. Brooks, that I always put the not guilty verdicts on top when I hand all the verdict forms to the jury. And by that, I mean it's by charge. So they're collated, if you will. So the not guilty followed by the guilty for counts 1 through 76.
You said it's collated. What do that mean?
So I put the not guilty, then the guilty for count 1, followed by the not guilty and the guilty for count 2, and so on and so forth, all the way through the remainder of the counts that are alleged in this case, which in this case total 76.
I don't understand. So how?
I looked at the special questions that are on the guilty verdicts only. They did appear to be proper. Again, just some grammatical things, but
I know what it's going to be.
Those are all accurate.
Oh, you want to do blue?
Can I go to the other courtroom?
All right, we'll
Since
do
you
blue.
don't have to answer any questions, but I have to answer
Blue
all. Can I just
emojis.
go to the other courtroom?
Yeah, can I just go, Your Honor, Your Majesty, Your Highness?
Why not?
I just want to leave. Look, I would stick around, but I just
I keep
can't.
telling you I don't understand these proceedings, and you just keep running right over my rights like you don't even hear me saying anything.
Attorney Basie, are you handling the verdict
I gotta
forms?
go. Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I go to the other courtroom,
I gotta
please?
get out of here. All right. Me and my
Are
tones
you
have
waiving
places
your right
to
to be
be.
present in this courtroom?
I'm not waiving anything.
Then the answer is no.
I'm making a request.
I'm making
The
a
answer is
request,
no.
Your Honor.
Then how's it? So what? You gonna try to force me to interrupt and do all this so you
I'm
can
not
make the
forcing you,
record
sir. I'd
and
like
make
you
it
to be
seem like
here.
I forfeited something?
Now you gonna force me to interrupt you, Your Honor. All right, blue emojis in the chat. Yes, blue. Blue is the color. Blue.
That I came in here as soon as we got on the record and made a request to not be present for these proceedings. But when I'm making a request to avoid the drama and all that,
Sir, the only one with the drama is you.
it's you too. You the big contributor to the whole thing.
Mr. Brooks, I have to preside over this case.
Yeah, and you haven't been impartial or fair yet.
To this. Ooh, got some
Mr.
spam.
Brooks, I have a question to the state. I ask that you not interrupt. And
It's not about me
response.
interrupting. It's about me attempting to understand. I've been saying that since we came in here.
Mr. Brooks, I
You
will
can't
respond
force me to
as follows
understand.
to that. You waived your right to counsel.
I didn't waive my right to no counsel. I gave you the contract.
Right.
I did not.
Hey,
and you won't sit here and say that for the record, because that is not what happened.
You are incorrect.
So we don't have the, do we have the paperwork?
Favorite.
Because I believe that
y'all see my emoji? Ain't it cute? It's spam. It's a can of spam with a happy face on it. It's a can of spam. How cute is that? It's a can of spam. A can of spam. And here is a car to drive. And then there's some hearts to break. And then there's whatever this is. I don't want. It's fun to play with emojis. It's fun. It's fun. Okay. Blue emojis, blue emojis.
Gave you the paperwork back.
Daryl bucking his little eyes.
Mr. Brooks,
I gave it to you altered.
Clearly
it did not waive it.
Have been presenting a nuanced argument regarding the right to counsel versus the right to assistance of counsel.
That is not true.
That's a pretty sophisticated argument. That's why I believe you fully understand what's going on in this courtroom.
I don't fully understand.
I disagree with your characterization
of the
right to counsel.
You know that you accepted the way that I gave it to you. So you shouldn't have did that if you had questions of me not understanding.
I don't have any questions whatsoever.
You definitely do, because I'm telling you right now I don't understand, and you still won't even acknowledge the fact that I'm saying in open court on the record that I don't understand something. I haven't waived anything. You made decisions today that I didn't consent to, that I explained I did not answer because I didn't understand, which is my right to say that.
All right, Mr. Brooks, you are
also my Fifth Amendment right to be silent.
Orderly administration of these proceedings. I understand that you disagree with the decisions that I have made, but you aren't respectful of the decisions. You keep wanting to debate them and argue them. That is not the proper legal recourse at this time. I have asked you if you're willing to waive your right to be present. You indicated you're not.
Because
and yet you continue to interrupt.
You said waive. I'm not waiving anything.
Then that's why you're here until I make a finding that you, by your conduct, are forfeiting your right to be present.
Well, make the finding and kick me out. Make the finding and hold me in contempt, which is what you waiting to do anyway. That's why that courtroom been set up the way it has for the whole time, because at some point it's anticipated that I will be over there. Which is not impartial and which is biased.
Which is crazy. Like, he's like, it's biased and it's impartial that you have this place over here set up for me to go over there. Now, can I please go over there? Daryl, you dumb. You this dumb. Like, you like this dumb and then there's this dumb. You this dumb. Okay? You this dumb. You tall dumb. Okay, you're not even short dumb. You tall dumb. How is it impartial, but you trying to get over there? I just want to go over there.
It's judicial misconduct.
I stated from the beginning, sir, that the goals of this trial.
So you reading from the paper, or are you reading, or are you just citing what you know?
Number one, sir, is during the evidentiary phase of this was to control the presentation of evidence so as to ensure fairness and reliability of the criminal trial process.
And I offered evidence that you didn't allow.
Developing relevant facts upon which a determined.
Yeah, I agree, Marilyn. I think it's time to hit their shock button. I think it's, no time like the present. You know what I'm saying? He had a rough night with Bubba, I think. I know. Bubba refuses to share the sheets. Bubba just, is not expressing himself. And, Daryl is not feeling secure in the relationship. Daryl's not feeling secure in his relationship. It's so sad. It's so sad. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
determination of guilt or innocence can be made. What is sometimes referred to in the case law as the ascertainment of truth. There's an equal but secondary purpose related to efficiency and effectiveness. That has been my repeated use of 906.11 is what that would fall under. There's a third goal of everything that I've done here, and that is the courtesy and decorum in this courtroom, what I've sometimes referred to as civility. Of course, there are other goals as well, including protecting your rights, protecting the record, protecting the jurors.
How have my rights been protected, Your Honor, if I can't even put evidence into
Disagreement with the
I can't
court
even make evidence.
decisions, sir.
Yeah, but how can I defend myself if I can't even present evidence?
But sir, you have not been willing to follow the rules of civility
But
and
that doesn't have
decorum
anything to do with my evidence.
It has
I could have
everything.
did that from the other courtroom too, correct?
Sir, you...
If I can be present from the other courtroom, I should be able to present evidence from the other courtroom as well.
And you, by your conduct this morning, sir, are not willing to answer the most basic of questions about whether
Totality.
Have I not
asked, in fairness, have I not asked to admit evidence? Have I not asked more than once?
Mr. Brooks, you have not asked to present any evidence.
Yes, I have. You told me we weren't at the evidentiary phase. How would I know that if you didn't answer the question?
As your own attorney, you proceed at your own peril sometimes.
That
whether you have a full understanding of the rules of
evidence.
procedure and rules of evidence or not. And
that
I
has
made that
nothing to do with
abundantly
me being
clear.
able to present evidence.
So, Mr. Brooks,
Nothing
this is your
I
final
presented
warning.
have been able to be admitted into
I am
evidence.
turning to the state for a discussion of the verdict forms. If you interrupt me or them again, then I will make a finding that you forfeited your right to be present.
Make the finding.
And you will appear from the neighboring courtroom.
You want me to appear from the neighboring courtroom? I don't. Just let me go.
Attorney Basie, go ahead.
Just let me go.
Just let me go, Your Honor.
I felt that all the verdict forms looked good.
Just
I
let
did
me
ask
go.
your
This is
clerk.
ridiculous.
All right, he's interrupted. He's forfeited his right to be here. He's chosen to do that despite the warning from the court. Will be in
There
recess
wasn't no
until
warning.
this
I'm the
taken
one that asked.
over.
So let's
to the other
make the record
courtroom
correct.
when we
I'm
have
the one
the
that asked
audio
when we came in here, Your
and
Honor.
video working appropriately.
I asked when we came in here to
Madam
be
Clerk,
present
we'll
from the
have
other
to do it by
court.
Zoom because we may have to utilize the share screen in order.
We don't have to utilize no serious screen because I'm not going to participate in no proceedings that I don't
The
understand.
documents.
I told you I don't understand
We're
a
in
million
recess until
times.
we get the courtroom set up.
It's Darrell's tiny little waist for me. Darrell is snatched, honey. Darrell, how'd you get that tiny little waist? Okay, I'm jealous. I'm very, very jelly. Okay, I'm jelly as hell. Ooh. Darrell is snatched, honey. Snatched to the gods. He is snatched. I know Bubba he just love it. He love it. He said he got that figure. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't have to be in recess. I don't agree to it.
To an estoppel? Is it the Gestapo that you don't agree to, Darrell? Oh, Darrell, did you land your weird ass back into? You did. You went right back into detention, didn't you?
Right. I did. When we started up the video conference, Mr. Brooks
Darrell made it all
has
the way
been
back
muted.
there.
I am going to
just go back
unmute him
again.
right now. And
You okay,
I should
Darrell?
state again for the record,
Where my peninsula
all of the
at?
verdict forms, or at least the drafts, were
Where's my
provided to
peninsula?
him prior to the lunch break. So he would have had an opportunity to
question that
review
I
them
asked myself.
should he have chosen to do that. Do you have any position on the verdict form, sir?
I wasn't provided with anything, and if I was, I accepted and returned it for value. And since I'm now in another courtroom, are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction? You have yet to prove it for the record.
Mr. Brooks, you were provided with the verdict forms. What you did with them, I don't know.
Again, I haven't been provided with anything.
I just noticed my peninsula was missing. It's not on my desk. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen it. It fell on the floor. It's under my desk. I'm gonna go get my peninsula, Daryl, so that I can be like you when I grow up.
They were provided to you prior to lunch, the lunch break.
Go in and get my peninsula. Go in to get my peninsula.
Teresa, you had the large packet of verdict forms. How were they given to Mr. Brooks prior to the lunch break?
By hand to the bailiff, and the bailiff did it.
And the bailiffs are confirming that the verdict forms were provided to him on his table.
Look what I found out.
I will remind you once again that I do.
It's the peninsula.
It is my practice to put all of the not guilty verdicts on top of the guilty.
Daryl, I found my peninsula. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. What y'all think? Daryl, you like my peninsula? Is you jelly? Is you jelly? Is you jelly or jelly or jelly? Ooh. I'm on my knees, y'all. This is painful. Anything for a joke. You know what I'm saying? Anything for a laugh. Mama gonna hurt herself for a laugh. She gonna do it. Every time. Ugh. Since elementary school. Class clown. Class clown. Shit. What do I do with my glasses? Did I put... Oh, God. Where am I going? I'm going to tell y'all a little something. If you wear glasses, you understand what I'm saying. The worst thing in the world to look for is your glasses. Because you can't see them. You can't see them. I gotta figure out what I just did with my glasses. Are they on my head? No. There they are. I couldn't see them things to save my life, honey. Blind as a bat. She can't see nothing at all. There, the world came back. Ooh. Mama ain't got her glasses. Oh, sorry, Marilyn. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Marilyn about to have her some surgery on them knees, honey. Get them knees. Gonna get some brand new knees. You gonna get some what they call them, what does it say? Designer. You're gonna get you some designer knees, baby. Oh, we're gonna be on live stream. No, keeping Marilyn laughing. Okay, on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at it. Mama will be home. She don't work on Wednesdays no more. So that's perfect. I'm here for you. See? Look, Mama got a terrible memory, but she remember what she need to, Marilyn. She remember what she need to. That's stuck in my head now.
The verdicts in a collated fashion. Again, I saw a couple of just cleaning up, I would say, not with the words themselves, but just capitalization of various words within the verdict forms, and I'll make sure that's done. The
Jamie,
appropriate counts
yes,
had
you made it.
and have the appropriate special verdict questions. Those special verdict questions are only as they relate to guilty verdicts related to the use of a dangerous weapon for counts 1 through 6, the homicide counts, and then 61 through I believe 60.
It would be 7 through
67. Have that special verdict, and then the hit and run counts have the special question related to did each of the counts involve the death of a person, and it names the person alleged to have been killed. So those look to be all in order. I've already addressed going back to the jury instructions 315. We have done a little bit of rearranging some of the order, but the content is there. It is my practice to read through all of the instructions up until the point of closing arguments, and then I stop, Parties are given their opportunity to argue the case to the jury, and then following that, there are what I like to call the closing instructions, or which are still quite lengthy in this case, given that they go through the verdict form specifically. And then, of course, the alternate jurors would be selected. But given...
Am I muted?
No, you're not. You haven't been.
So I got a question about the hazard for use of a dangerous weapon. How is that being charged? Is that under 939.632?
It is in the charging document, sir.
How is that being charged? From my understanding, that the statute reads the increased penalty provided in this section does not apply if possessing, using, or threatening to use a dangerous weapon is an essential element of the crime charged. Without the vehicle, there is no crime. So that would apply. So how am I charged with?
State one is your argument only as it relates to counts 1 through 6 or others?
Whichever count has the enhancement penalty for use of a dangerous weapon.
That's his old shit.
Well, that would be all of the intentional homicide charges and all of the first degree recklessly endangering safety charges. So count.
No, he fucked his appeal up. We were waiting on him to do his appeal. He kept putting it off some more until they said, you know what? Go fuck yourself. We ain't doing it. And now he can't. His appeal time is done. He can't do it. He's stuck. He's going to have to serve these 12,000 years. He going to need a vampire to save him. He going to need Dracula to come in and rescue him. Okay, only the bite of the undead is going to save him. Okay, the eternal bite of Nosferatu. Okay, it's the only thing going to get him out of this. That's all. Nothing else going to work. He gonna need immortality. And he ain't gonna get it though. Cause don't nobody want whatever it is you gonna get for biting a Darrell. Okay? Don't nobody want that.
1 through 67.
So 1 through 67.
Correct. I can have the state respond for that.
Yeah, how is
Oh God, I almost bought some yogurt the other day.
So are you asking how are you making a specific request as it relates to the special verdict question?
Grapefruit. I got grapefruit. Oh, I forgot. Go get me some grapefruit.
Seeing as how I don't understand how. That's why there's the question.
Oh.
Reading the statute.
Oh, wake up.
And
Joe,
which part of this, I'm sorry, which part of the statute are you referring to again?
That man rests his sleepy
I
head.
believe it's 939.632.
His sleepy head. Darrell, you doing a great job.
Your
Keep it up.
specific argument is what again?
You're going to be out of there in no time. Darrell, this message is coming to you from the future. I'm in the future by about 2.5, 3 years. I just want to let you know that what you're doing right now in this courtroom is actually working because of what you are doing and the way that you're doing it and how rude you're being and how much of a bitch you're acting like. It's gonna work out because you're doing that. It's gonna work and you're gonna get freed. So no matter what, no matter how stupid you feel, no matter how dumb you look, no matter how rank you smell, just keep on pushing because like I said, I'm from the future. You're free. You own a house. You got a mortgage. You got a car that you don't live in. Your kids, you now know what they look like since you hadn't actually seen them in years, but now you have, and you have a great relationship with them, and you're almost 6 feet tall. Like all these things are happening in 3 years ahead. So just keep on being a dick and a douche. In fact, douche it up a little bit more. Douche it up, rank it, like push, a little bit more. I promise you, you're not underneath a bubba in the future. I promise. Just keep going. That's so funny. He had hope. I don't think he had it on this day. You could tell. This is how you know when the days that Daryl had hope. Like right now, you can tell he doesn't because he's angry. He's angry because he could tell he's not getting his way. So on these days, he didn't have hope. This is one of the days where he had the least amount of hope, actually. Like that day when he came in there talking about that Reddit thing, he had hope. He had hope on that day. He did. There was hope in his heart. It was hilarious. Okay. He postponed that thing 11 times, okay? Forfeiting his chances to appeal. He's done. He ain't got no coming back. No coming back. They said, you know what? You don't even want to get out of there. You don't even want it. So no.
How is that enhancement? How is the alleged defendant charged with that enhancement when reading the statute it says it? Well, I just read it, so.
I believe you're referring to sub 2, which states the increased penalty provided in this section does not apply if possessing, using, or threatening to use a dangerous weapon is an essential element of the crime charge.
Right. That's what I just read, Your Honor.
Well, what's the state's response?
Using, possessing, or threatening to use a dangerous weapon is not an essential element of either first-degree intentional homicide or first-degree recklessly endangering safety. If it were, it would be one of the elements in the standard jury instructions, and the defendant can see it is not. This is different from a situation like armed robbery, which does require the use or threatened use of a dangerous weapon. So the penalty enhancer is correctly charged for those two types of crimes.
Any final argument on that, sir?
Yes. That's not what the statute is clearly saying. It's clearly stated.
What's it saying, Daryl? You tell us.
It does not apply if possessing, using, or threatening to use a dangerous weapon is an essential element of the crime charge. If there's no vehicle involved, where is the crime?
Where is the crime?
It has to be an essential part of it to even be a crime. The alleged defendant is charged with using a vehicle to commit these crimes. If there's no vehicle, where's the crime? So it has to be an essential element of the crime. Otherwise, there's no crime.
Yeah, what he's saying, Your Honor, is that Daryl can't fight. Daryl can't win any type of altercation in real life. So if he didn't have a car to be inside of, he would have got his ass whooped. So the only reason he will say won that fight was because he was driving around in this here car and guarded by it. Because he can't fight. Like I said, he can't do it. Okay. Daryl is nothing without the car. Basically, is what he's saying. I wouldn't be able to commit any crime, really. Like, look at me. I wouldn't be able to commit any crime at all if it weren't for this here car to protect me.
I think it's the essential element. If you read in the statute, it's the essential element. You can't just walk up to someone and quote unquote run them over. There has to be something used in order for this alleged crime to transpire, and that would essentially mean the quote unquote dangerous weapon. So without the quote unquote dangerous weapon, where's the crime? So how can it be charged when it is the essential element of the crime charge?
Yellow emojis.
Well, sir, I've listened to
Yellow
your
emojis in the chat.
argument. I've read the
Yellow emojis in the chat for mama. Yellow emojis in the chat for mama. Yellow emojis in the chat for mama. Get it yellow, yellow, yellow in the chat for mama. Yellow emojis in the chat for mama. Yellow emojis in the chat for mama. This should be easy because most of them are yellow. I think yellow is the predominant color of the emojis section. So this should be easy as pie. Let me get in on the action. Let's see what yellow
Statute. I've looked at the elements for intentional homicide and
thank you very much.
First degree recklessly endangering safety. Neither one of those crimes have as an element in it use of a vehicle. There are certainly many different ways that both of those statutes can be violated. While it's true that in this particular case, the use of the vehicle is the mechanism or instrumentality that's being alleged to have been used, but it's not the same as being an essential element of the crime. I think the armed robbery crime is a good example of when you could not face an enhancer for use of a dangerous weapon because you can't have the crime of armed robbery without the threat or use of a dangerous weapon. And so
that's the same argument in this, Your Honor. You can't have this alleged crime without the use of the vehicle. It's the same thing.
It's not an essential element of either first degree intentional homicide or first degree recklessly endangering safety. So I'll deny the request to strike the enhancer for those reasons and find that it is properly before the jury for their determination.
And a lock.
I respectfully object to that, Your Honor.
Understood. Do you have any other challenges to the verdicts you'd like to raise at this time?
Yeah, will my objection to that be noted for the record?
It is.
May I request a legal reconsideration of your ruling, Your Honor?
Denied.
May I request a written finding of fact for your ruling, Your Honor?
Denied.
Ooh, damn.
Just for the record, it's my understanding that the verdict forms were put in the garbage by Mr. Brooks and they remain in there. That was provided to me by the bailiffs.
Nice.
That information.
We got a lock, we got a key, we got some contamination.
Conclusion of law for this issue, Your Honor?
And then we got a star.
You may request it. The request is denied.
Nice.
For the record, may I
feel so happy with my selection of yellow emojis. Yellow emojis
This
in
is
the
not the
chat.
proper court to grant such relief.
For the record, may I move to stay these proceedings until this instant matter is adjudicated by a court of competent jurisdiction?
Your request is denied.
It's denied, Your
Based
Honor.
on what law or fact?
Your request is not based in law or fact, sir.
But Your Majesty.
I just read a statute that it came from. My argument was based on a statute, a Wisconsin statute.
Your request is noted. Your objection to the court's finding and determination is noted. I decline to issue any type of written decision or stay pending appeal. Noting.
She said, go fuck yourself. That's just translating it just so it simplified for you there. I'm trying to be helpful. Trying to be of service.
There is no appeal that has been filed.
Now let the record show that this court will not allow the accused to adequately defend themselves in this matter.
Absolutely. Say whatever you want.
Court's already made its findings regarding the forfeiture of right to testify and the forfeiture of the right to present additional evidence and testimony. I'm not going to revisit the same.
Which was not consented to. I never stated that I did or did not
Understand.
want to testify.
I understand.
So how can that decision be made on my behalf when I didn't say either way? What I stated was I didn't understand the questions being answered.
Sir, do you have any other questions or issues regarding the verdict forms?
Your Honor, are you making a judicial determination that you don't have to answer any questions?
I'm not answering those questions, sir, other than how I've already answered them.
Is that a judicial determination?
Sir, every decision I make is a determination by this court.
Is it a judicial determination?
Sir, I will ask you once more. Do you have any other issues
And I will
to
tell
raise?
you once more, I don't understand the questions that you are asking.
Sir, do you have any other issues to raise with respect to the verdict forms?
I do not understand the questions that you are asking.
He has now twice not answered the question. I'll ask one last time and specifically advise him that his failure to answer. Right. Did the state have any other? I'm going to mute him momentarily. Mr. Brooks, I'm muting you because I'm moving on to another topic. I understand you disagree with the court's rulings, but you need to respect the rulings with proper etiquette in this courtroom, which you are demonstrating once again you're not willing to follow, so I exercise my ability to press mute. Does the state have any other requests as it relates to the jury instructions? I want to kind of full circle back to that because I do need to approve of them.
Yes, we do not.
All right, Mr. Brooks, I'll ask you the same question. I will unmute. Do you have any additional requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Yeah, I have questions related to all of them because I don't understand any of this.
My question was not, do you have questions, but you have any requests?
And my answer was, I don't understand. And I've made several requests.
The requests are not related to the jury instructions, which is the phase of this hearing that this court is attempting to conduct with you and give you the opportunity to fully participate. Mr. Brooks is choosing not to answer my questions. I'm going to mute him momentarily, sir. I will ask you one more time if you have any.
I haven't muted you, Tony. We did freeze. We froze there for a second. I noticed it too. I think it was because I was doing something like in my Streamlabs thing. And I think whatever it was, it caused like a freezy thing to happen. But it, it's back up now. But it did. You ain't losing your mind. I noticed it too. I was like, I don't think I'm moving right there. But we're back now. We're back, Miss Santana. We're back. We're normal. We're normal. Maribou, what is that blue emoji? I asked for yellow ones. I asked for yellow emojis. Here you come with this blue cat or whatnots. What is that all about? What is that all about? She works hard for the money. Don't hard for it, honey. Don't. Cha. Yellow. Can't hear me. What you mean you can't hear me? Let me see. Hello, it's me. Let me see. Can't hear me. What you mean you can't hear me? Let me see. Hello, it's me. Let me see. Oh, actually, yeah. It's like a. What do you mean you can't hear me? Let me see. You might be right. Hello, it's me. Let me see. Oh, actually, yeah. It's like. Oh, weird. That's weird. I didn't notice. I noticed that it froze up. Let me do a refresh here. Let's see. No. Yeah, mine is acting a little funny too. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna play this thing so I can hear it. Maribou, so you can hear me. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna play this thing so I can hear it. Maribou, so you can hear me. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. You know what it did? It's not hesitating like it was before. It's not weird. Weird. I don't know. Seeing like it was before. Weird. Okay. All right. Okay, so now it's back on track. Okay. It's lined back up now. It was yeah, it was like it was not matched up. Like me talking wasn't matched up with my mouth moving there for a second. That was weird. But it's normal now. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're good now. We're good now. We're back. We're back normal. We're normal. That was odd.
Requests as it relates to the jury instructions. I then will ask you if you approve of the jury instructions. If you do not answer those questions as it relates to the question, do you have any
let me make sure it's still good. Hold on a second. Let's see.
To the jury instructions, I then will ask you if you approve of the jury instructions.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
As relate to jury instructions, I will interpret that as a no. And if you do not specifically answer the question about the jury instructions, I will interpret that as your approval. So first question to you is, do you have any, and you're unmuted, do you have any requests at this point as it relates to the jury instructions?
And I just said before, I said I do. I said I don't understand the questions. Of course I have questions if I don't understand.
So do you have any requests?
Questions, Your Honor.
For any additional instructions that are not included, or to remove any that are included?
Put a 1 in the chat if I'm all lined up for you now. 1 in the chat if it's all good. Ooh. Where is my little... Oh, here. I was here. There was all for the money. Don't. So hard for it, honey. Don't. You good now? Okay, goody. Goody gumdrops. Goody. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mary Boo, for my scissor. Mama like it a lot. Ooh.
Yeah, remove them all until I understand.
Yeah, remove them
or
all.
add the jury instructions that I have myself.
What jury instructions do you have, sir?
So now you don't know I had jury instructions, and I told you this weeks ago.
Oh my God.
What filing are you referring to, sir? If I've overlooked that, I will certainly reconsider, but I'm not aware of a specific jury instruction.
It seems like you overlook a lot, Your Honor.
Can you point me to a specific filing?
So you have all my filings on file?
Listen to that sentence. Let me repeat that for you. Don't you have all my filings on file? Don't you have my filings on file? Oh my God. Darrell. Shut the fuck up, Darrell. Just look at this. Look at this hairline. Look at this thing sitting on top of his head, okay? Holy shit, this is way better than my old peninsula. Look, this is one of those little mouse pads for the rest under your palm. Mama's palms be hurting. This thing is perfect. Darrell, look. I'm you. I'm you when you look down. Look. I feel like you miss a lot of things, Your Honor. Oh.
Are you saying that you have my filings and they haven't been admitted into evidence?
Oh, my computer's not working.
Oh, now the computer's not working.
Oh, now your computer's not working.
Sir, please direct me to the specific filing that you're referring to that has a request related to jury instructions.
You just said you was referring to the filings. right? Did you just say that?
That's not what I said.
Didn't you just say what filings are referring to jury instructions? Did you or did you not just say that?
I said, do you have a specific filing you can refer the court to that relates to jury instructions?
How many likes I got, Marilyn? How many do Mama got?
So
The
is your
like
computer working or
button.
is it not working?
It's being a little temperamental, but I just can't use my search function. So if you can direct me to a filing, that would be great.
It would also be great for those filings to be admitted into evidence.
Sir, simply filing something with the court does not make it evidence during the evidentiary phase of a trial. There are rules of procedure and rules of evidence that govern that.
It's rules of decorum,
And
Darrell.
you told me to make all my filings in writing.
Sir, I said if you had a motion...
Y'all, what was that word earlier? Oh, what was that word earlier that somebody had typed it in the chat and I kept reading it. Oh, coercion. 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 Hilarious.
Needed to be put in writing.
All those were motions.
Sir, what filing are you referring the court to?
Look through all my motions.
Sir, it's not my job to advocate on your behalf. If you have something in particular...
Sir, I asked you to do your job.
Sir, if you have something, a specific request, now is the time to make it.
Well, how about this? I don't accept none of those jury instructions. I don't accept any of them.
And well, it says 17 on mine, so I don't know why it's saying 1. And mine usually shows the lowest amount. Mine says 17. How many likes do you see, Marilyn? Ooh. Even if you restarted it, it still says, I mean, because this is the same live. I didn't make a new live. This is still the same live stream. I didn't come out of this one and make a new one. This is just the same one. Mine still says 17. Watch this. I'm gonna refresh. Son of a bitch, sure did. It sure did. It sure did. It started my live over. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. Wait, no, but Miss Santana said it says 56 and it cleared mine too. Mine says 1 2 now. I click refresh and now mine says 1. Does it show that you in Maryland, does it show that you clicked like or does it not show that you clicked like? Because I clicked like and it says 1. So it's only counted my 1 that I did, it looks like. So if yours says 1 also, then is it just because of the 1 I did? Or does it think you did 1? Which would automatically mean 2. 58 likes. Yeah, so there's 58 likes in reality. It's just... yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened there. I didn't restart a live though. This is still the same live stream. But for some reason, when I click refresh, it started me back at 1. Weird, right? It's weird. It don't matter. It's fine. It don't make not a difference or nothing or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Ooh. Hit the like button though. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, some more.
Any of them. And again, I'll tell you, I don't understand.
I'm telling you, I don't understand.
Saying this when it's clear that I don't understand.
He used to swat Erica with that hand. Look at that. He used to be like, you know he was biting his bottom lip when he did it. He'd be like, "Who is you talking to?" With little tiny ass, his little short miniature self. Who do you think you talking to? With his bony ass fucking legs. I kicked him right in his fucking knees, sent them legs flying backwards. Fold that little fucker in half. You know what I'm saying? He'd be walking like one of them men, you know, them men that would have like goat feet, you know. He'd have goat legs, you know what I'm saying? He would have goat legs. Okay, this is what he gonna have. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, but it cleared mine too. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Your Honor, I can inform the court that jury instructions were due, I believe, on August 30th. The state submitted their proposed jury instructions as well as the substantive instructions, and the defense indicated that they agreed with our filing. So I don't believe that there's ever been a request for any different jury instructions than what have been.
I went in a shower. He's still.
So
I
what
don't
jury instructions
understand.
are you referring to, or what document is being referred to on the alleged defendant's behalf? Because as we all know, I didn't obtain the discovery in full until the end of September. So there was documents that I didn't even know that existed.
Mr. Brooks, one final time, do you have any specific requests as it relates to the jury instructions other than your request that they all be struck?
Daryl would definitely fit in a suitcase for sure. We had this conversation when we was talking about, somebody said something about if Daryl was in a cell with Sarah Boone in a suitcase. I say Daryl could walk into the suitcase, reach over his head, zip it up himself, and walk around in it. That's what Daryl's so little he could live in it. He would call that his new apartment. That'd be his new home. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he'd be like, his only concern is can he fit his tiny miniature kitchen in there? You know what I'm saying? You got lots of leg room, you know, lots of space. Carve out a little hole, call it a window. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Thank you very much. I got some stars. Woohoo. Thank you, Sammy. I think I'm gonna go to bed. My ear that was bugging me while we were playing Phasmophobia is really hurting right now. Oh, you gonna take some medicines? You gonna take some medicines? Do you have something for him? Or you just gotta go to sleep? Good night, Sammy. Good night, Sammy Sosa. Mama love you, don't ya? Ooh, Marianne sent me another star. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you.
And I'm telling you, Your Honor, I don't understand the question.
Oh, goody.
I can't.
Yes, rest well.
All right,
honey.
then I will take his response that he does not understand, that he does not have any additional requests.
You don't understand.
I didn't say that.
They will be
I said I don't
approved.
understand.
They will be approved and are.
No.
I'm going to have to mute
No.
him. They are approved as
No.
been drafted by the court and modified during the jury instruction conference on the record this morning and this afternoon.
You say you just bought stars and don't know how to use them? Your guess is good as mine, baby. I just today started receiving those little things. I think they're cute. They just pop up.
I will once
On this, I put this little thing so I can see them when they pop up on here. But I don't really know how they work either. So, anybody want to tell Marianne how they work? I'm still trying to learn it myself. I know that like they're like little. I know that each one is like a cent. They're like a penny. So like if it's 5, then it's 5 pennies. If it's 50, it's 50 cents. If it's 100 of them, then it's $1. That's all I know. Like I don't know. I don't know anything else. I'm so sorry. No. It says it on there though. Whenever you put it on there, it says it's like 2. It says it's 2 of them. So I think they're like 2 cents each. Every time you do a star, I think they're like $2. 2 cents. I think. Unless I'm not understanding it right, which is highly possible.
Once again, review all of them just for grammar, just to make sure all of that is correct. And provide a written printout of the final draft for the parties before we break for the day today. I am also approving of the verdict forms that have been previously submitted to the parties, just noting there's just a few grammatical things that need to be corrected, but the content and substance are there, and I've already addressed on the record any requests by the parties this afternoon.
Yeah, he gonna understand when that soap hit the floor. I know that's right. He gonna wish it was on a rope.
The final copy that.
How funny is it that they made soap on a rope? I don't know if they made that for prison, but it seemed like they made that for prison to keep you from dropping your soap. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a tempting moment. They're just walking around in there all soaped up, butt naked in the shower. It's a dangerous situation. Ooh. No, you ain't being cheap. That's cute. Yeah, I love those little things. They're very, very. Oh, see it. See a silver star times 2 jewels. See? Yep. There it is. Yes, honey. That's not cheap. Mama enjoyed. Mama like these stars. Mama just learning how they workies. You know what I'm saying? Woo!
We've been working off of is appropriate.
I hope I'm not wrong about that. What if I'm wrong about it? What if they're like $2? Maybe we should slow down until we learn, Marianne. Look, what if I'm wrong? 2 jewels. See, that's 2 jewels. Oh no, is that the same thing as 2? I think it the way it showed up, it said each what's the term they use? Is it jewels? Oh no, I don't know. I hope I'm not wrong though. I don't want to mislead you. Let me look it up some more real quick. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't consider being called that name, and I've just told you I don't understand these jury questions. I'm not going to know how they allow it to pass just because you feel that they should. When I'm telling you I don't understand them.
I would note that
one of those jury instructions came from me. Not one. How's that fair?
Mr. Brooks, this court gave you the draft of the jury instructions. I need to mute you because, once again, he's debating about things that I think are very clear on the record. This court provided both the state and Mr. Brooks with a written printout, 107 pages long, of the jury instructions it was considering in this case. We had a discussion this morning. We continued that discussion this afternoon. Prior to breaking for the lunch hour, all of the verdict forms were printed off and provided to both the state and to Mr. Brooks. It is also true that when he was previously represented by counsel, the court had some specific deadlines related to jury instruction proposals, and the state reminded me that there essentially was not an objection raised regarding the proposal and the filing from the state. I had a brief opportunity to look through the record of the inmate communication forms that have been sent during this trial that are on file. I haven't seen anything that references jury instructions. I'm well aware that he has other filings, but I could not find anything related to jury instructions and any specific requests that he is making or made during this case.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm right. That's what it is. It's a jewel is a penny. So like say 200 jewels would be $2. 100 jewels equals $1. So like that. So 2 jewels is 2 cents. So I think that's what I'm seeing on here. Yeah, because it says typically 250 jewel amount will cost around $3. That's like if you're buying jewels, not giving them out or whatnot. But how much they're actually worth, like say 300 would be $3. So that would make them a penny. Yeah. So that's what it is. There you go. You are so best funny. Can you educate us sometime on the best way to support you? The best way to support me? I mean, I love me some super chats because they help when I get my little AdSense check. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to make that thing do something. But the right here on this here screen right here. Those are excellent ways. Okay, we got the Cash App, we got the PayPal, you know, and that's just my Twitch. I put my Twitch on there recently. You know, you can click on there and, you know what I'm saying, you know, follow me on Twitch if you're a Twitcher. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can like and you can subscribe if you don't want to do none of those things, or you can't do any of those things. You can always like. You can subscribe. You can you know, hype the video when I post videos. Loyally, faithfully, give me all the hypes. Give me all the hypes. None for anybody else. All for me. All for me. That's very supportive. All types of ways to support the mama. Lots of ways to support the channel or become a member. You know what I'm saying? That's a regular way to support the channel. You know what I'm saying? It's just that one time a month. You know what I'm saying? Just that one thing, you know. There's that too. I got the link pinned to the chat. You see the little pin. I got it pinned on there. Lots of ways. Thanks for asking, Marianne, because Mama's terrible at pointing that out. She don't never say it. The closest thing I do to saying it is saying, Mama is community funded. That's the closest. That's the closest that I come to saying it. I really need to get better.
So for the record, I am approving of the verdicts. I am approving of the jury instructions. And once again, before we break for the day, I will make sure to provide the parties with written printouts of both of the documents as they now stand.
Oh, I just figured something out. That's why there's some of yours that are coming in that are not in green and some that are in the green. You're sending those gift thingies through your phone and you're typing your regular messages through the thingy, and that's why I was wondering why some of your messages, Marianne, were coming, like some of them aren't, your name isn't green and some are, and now I just figured it out.
Then there are a few other issues we need to go through. Attorney Basie, I think you brought these up prior to the break. Maybe it was Attorney Opper, in terms of scheduling and what I would consider other housekeeping issues, but go ahead and remind me once again of the issues you wanted to bring up. I think it was the alternate sequestration, and there might have been a third.
Yes, Your Honor. The question is to the sequestration of the jurors once they are excused for deliberations, and should the timing require that, an overnight stay or something along those lines. We wanted to discuss that. We wanted to discuss what the court intended to do with the 3 alternates once they have been selected. It would be our request and position that they should remain in a secure location, separate and apart from anyone else, unless and until full deliberations are complete by the 12 selected to decide the case, so that if needed, and in light of the brief COVID history we have on this record, if needed, one of the alternates could slide into position of one of the 12 who are deliberating, if that became necessary. So we wanted to address that, and then we just wanted to address timing generally for closing arguments, verdict.
Hey, y'all, how many likes are y'all seeing now? Marilyn, what's it saying on there for you for likes? What's it saying? Mine, I refreshed it again, and mine is still saying 1. How is that possible? How is it possible?
Returned by the jury, and then the
Red emojis in the
court's
chat.
intentions as to the rest of the week, should there be guilty verdicts returned.
Sure. Before I address all of those, are there any of those final type of issues, sir, that you would want the court to address? You have been unmuted, so you can answer that.
Isn't that weird? Y'all hit the like
Mr.
button.
Brooks, do you have any of those final type of questions or issues that you want the court to address? You are unmuted. I am.
I just told you I'm not.
I'll break the internet.
Since nothing I say even matters at this point, I'm just gonna tell the jury what they need to
Thank
know.
you, Rick.
I'm just gonna tell them the truth.
Mr. Brooks, you are aware that your closing arguments have to be based on law and fact, correct?
They're gonna be based on whatever I'll base them on.
Well, I trust the state will.
They're gonna be whatever they is when they show up wherever they at. You know what? At this point, I'm just gonna start telling the truth. But like, bitch, what was you doing up to now? Did you just admit to lying your ass off? Is that what just happened? You know what? I'm just gonna start telling the truth. Fuck it. Like, okay, confess some more, you idiot.
Object when appropriate,
Well,
if
It's gonna
appropriate.
be a whole lot of objections
Jose
here
Benjamin
because I'm
said it
gonna
says
tell the
21.
truth. You
Isn't that
you
weird?
haven't
That's so
allowed.
strange.
You just been making all the decisions for me,
Mm-hmm.
even though you know I told you repeatedly that I don't understand, and you still make decisions based on my behalf without my consent. Without
my
I'm
consent.
telling you I don't understand, and you still make a
I'm
decision
telling you I don't know what the fuck I'm
determining my
doing.
life.
Are you telling me, sir, that you will refuse to follow the simple rules of decorum, courtesy,
It ain't
civility,
no-
the rules of evidence, and
don't try to come
the
with
rules
your
of
slick
procedure?
words. Don't try to come with your slick words, and don't put words in my mouth.
Sir, I am not being slick. I'm trying to
You've
preserve the integrity.
you've been slick. You've
All right.
been slick.
All right. I'm going to mute you, sir, since what you are saying is not productive. It is not courteous. It is disrespectful.
I don't care.
I need to go
I don't
over
care
these.
what you think.
All right, I'm muting him because I need to go over these important issues that have been raised by the state. So as far as the alternates, I do think it is important
Poor Darrell.
to keep the alternates who.
Your Honor, you gotta understand. He ain't shit. You know, it is what it is. Like, he was never in danger of ever being shit. You know, he just ain't shit. He both ain't shit and is shit, Judge, Your Honor, Your Highness. Your Majesty. He ain't shit and he is shit. He's a pile of shit while not being shit.
In a secure location, even if that means an overnight.
That's a big ass.
Unless and until verdicts are reached in this matter, and I will so instruct the clerk of courts to make those arrangements. We have been doing that all along in any event. As far as selecting the alternates, obviously each of our jurors have a number. I intend to have pieces of equal size pieces of paper made, folded up with each of their numbers, put them in the same turnstile bin that we utilized for the selection of jury preemptory strikes by lot, and to simply pull out 3 names. Those will be the alternates, and then or I should say not names, the numbers, and then the numbers that are remaining would be those 12 who will deliberate. And so I'll make sure that that's out here for the appropriate time. As I indicated this morning, all of the jurors were provided with some information regarding sequestration. It is the practice of that I've approved in this case that the jurors provide us with certain emergency contact information so that we are able to get hold of families should there be the need. They're given information regarding sequestration, the purpose of it. If I have not made that a part of the record, I will make sure to get a copy of that filed in this case so that both sides know what was provided to the jurors today before they left. And then I'll also make sure that when the 12 are deliberating, that the 3 who are not are taken to a different jury room with a bailiff, and again, kept in a secure location, but separate from the other 12. In the event one would be needed, we would then take up that issue at that time, but I think it's good practice to have them available if that becomes an issue. As far as timing, I'll first address, I have instructed the jurors to be back at 9 a.m. That's because typically we have a few things to finalize in the morning, so we'll start at 8:30 tomorrow morning. It will also give the parties one final opportunity to read through the many, many pages of jury instructions and verdict forms to just make sure there aren't any other issues that jump off the page or that need to be addressed first thing tomorrow morning. But then I do intend to start with instructing the jury. This case will require a very lengthy time of the court reading off the jury instructions. I do believe it will require me to take some regular breaks, probably every 2 hours, until the jury instructions are read, with perhaps a longer break at the lunch hour. And my best guess is that it'll take between 5 and 6 hours to fully instruct the jury. That's based on the 107 pages. Now, some of those pages, though, are after argument. And so that really kind of begs the question is, will the parties get to their closing arguments tomorrow, or will that be done Wednesday morning?
Look at her. She excited. You see her smile? You see her smile, and she was like, closing arguments. About done with this piece of shit. Are we gonna be done? Are we finished now? Can we just throw them out the window and be done with it? Your Honor, you're not supposed to look that excited. You gotta hide your emotions. You gotta pretend. It's time to start pretending. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Not available, you say? what? What's that? I never noticed that. La 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 la. Ay, ay, ay. Check
We
that
would
out.
like to have the parties make their arguments.
Oh,
Madam Clerk, can I see the instructions that we have thus far? The packet?
okay. That wasn't real.
I just,
It should be
La, 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 la.
okay, thank you. Single side.
Fairy tales can come true. They can happen to you.
So the instructions that I read prior to the parties giving their closing arguments finishes on page 73. So it,
Let me get some
Given
green
that,
emojis. Green emojis.
I believe
in
that the
chat.
parties will be able to give their closing arguments tomorrow. It just may be, depending on where that takes us, whether the final instructions are given the following morning. Because that's another 30 pages. I'd like to be able to do it. It just really depends on how late of an evening. I'm not opposed to going late, but letting the jurors go to the hotel and then starting their deliberations in the morning if that's what needs to be done.
Understood, and we'll be ready. I think from our recollection, it took you about 2.5 hours to read the preliminary instructions, which was 69 pages in length. So if that holds, I think, we reasonably could do closings in the afternoon, and it'd probably take you about an hour, hour and a half to read those remaining 30 pages. And we may still be able to wrap up by 4 or 5 o'clock in the courtroom.
I think that's a reasonable time frame. Do you have any estimation on the length of your closing? I'm contemplating maybe putting a time restriction for both parties. I mean, we had a solid 15 days of testimony, so I'm mindful that this is not a 30-minute closing.
Well, actually, I'm trying to keep it in the 30 to 45-minute range,
just like you and me,
out of courtesy to the jury, and to highlight the important
green
points.
emojis in the chat.
Do you think it would be reasonable to give the parties each an hour total? That would reserve whatever's left from your initial for any rebuttal.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on that? I am
Mr.
unmuting
Brooks,
you.
what's your position?
I
Besides
know
from Little
he takes the
Spoon.
headphones on and off throughout. He doesn't.
Darrell's position is tiny, is Little Spoon. Little Spoon, he's a little spoon. Spoon.
Have them on. He's looking at a book.
Are you a little spoon, Darrell?
I wish you would stop saying book. I'm looking at the Bible. Thank you. It's not just a book, it's the book.
Can't disagree with you there, sir.
Yeah. How many people actually live by it, though? Anyway.
How many people actually live by it, though? Like myself. Corinthians 1, run over everybody. Psalms 12, be a ain't shit piece of shit. Amen. Right, Daryl? High five. Oh, my God. But how many people live by it, though? But anyway. Oh, my gosh. This fucker killed Jackson. And he's talking about how many people live by it, though. But anyway. Oh, my God. Pieces. Exactly. So says the murderer. The murderer. 6 people. He snatched 6 people off the planet. One of which had just fucking got on the planet. You know, but how many people live by it though? Yeah. But anyway. Oh my God, Daryl. Straight to fucking hell. Gasoline draws. Gasoline draws.
Sir, I'm contemplating putting an
you
hour
saying
time limit on
67 likes
closing
now?
arguments.
I ain't doing no closing argument tomorrow.
The closing arguments will most likely be tomorrow.
I'm not doing it tomorrow.
Then you'll forfeit your right to give one, sir, because as we have.
You can't force me. You can't force me not. What type?
How you talking about I ain't doing mine tomorrow? We doing closing arguments tomorrow. No, we not. Yes, we are. No, I'm not doing mine tomorrow. I'm doing mine in 3 years. Thank you very much. I'm like, well, you're going to forfeit your chance to do it. How can you say that? Oh my God. He's such a child. He's such a weird, tiny, weird, stupid child. Oh, yours says 67 too? That's so weird. Mine still says 1. Let me click refresh. Maybe I'll click refresh. Maybe it. Okay, yeah. I click refresh and this time it changed. Now it says 66. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that was about. That was weird. But it's all better now. It's all better.
But court is this where you can say you're going to force somebody not to be able to give a closing argument? How's that lawful law?
If you choose not to give one,
how's that lawful law?
Sir, if you choose not to give one, you're not letting me finish, and you're mocking me right now, which is incredibly disrespectful once again.
Okay,
you didn't even let me get my sentence out.
You always want to make an incorrect record. Go ahead. Make your incorrect record. Go ahead.
I'll mute him once again because clearly he just wants to be disruptive this afternoon. But as we have been talking about over the course of the last, 10, 15 minutes, talking about the timing of everything tomorrow, even though I have 107 pages of jury instructions, the first 73, I think, deal with what is read prior to closing arguments. That means the parties should be prepared to give their closing arguments tomorrow afternoon. I will do my very best with just one mid-morning break to get through all of these, the first part of the instructions. Then the state will give its closing argument. I'm giving the parties 1 hour each. I think that's reasonable under the circumstances. Whatever the state doesn't use in its initial time of closing arguments, it can reserve for rebuttal. But then following the state, we may need to take a break of some sorts, probably before the defendant goes, just for the jury's sake and the party's sake. We will need a comfort break. But you should be prepared to go tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, Daryl.
Then the state, if they have any rebuttal.
Daryl, it's almost over, you poor thing. You're going to have to stand up there and you're going to have to say something nice about yourself. You're going to say, you know what? If you think about it real hard, if you squeeze real tight, and you think about it real hard, you'll find that I'm really not a bad guy. I'm a nice guy, really. If you think about it, you got to think about it really hard, though, like really, really hard. You know, I would never I'm not that guy. Come on. I know that my history says, things like 2 weeks before this, I ran over my girlfriend's foot and then harassed the shit out of her to lie to the police and say that she ran over her own foot somehow. Like, tell me how you pull that off. Tell them you ran over your own foot, Erica. Okay. And I know that I currently am not able to go into my mother's house because I have a restraining order because I shot at my nephew who lives at my mother's house. I know that. But don't judge me. I know that I lied about having my kids live with me when really they don't even live in my same zip code and I ain't seen them in years and really couldn't pick them out in the lineup if I had to. I don't know what my children look like, but you know what? Ugh, Let ye who has without sin throw a stone and hit me in my forehead. Daryl, you're gonna have to come up with something. You gotta say something. Okay? They're gonna make you do a closing argument. You're gonna have to just kind of do a say something that is be like, look, I know what it looks like, but it ain't what it looks like. You know, did you know that y'all have the right to just decide for no fucking reason at all to just find me not guilty? Did you know that you could do that? Look at him. He is off in outer space. So he's like, oh, she's going to force me to finish this and then I'm going to be stuck in this reality.
We'll get up within that time limit. I will myself and I'll have my clerk make sure we accurately time that. I will read the final instructions and I'll really leave it in the jury's hands. If they want to start deliberating, that's fine. You know, if it's 7 o'clock.
Where are my green emojis at? I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green emoji messages. I'm gonna need some more. Not to mention that 3 of those is Marabou picking up doing the heavy lifting here. I need some green emojis. Dang damn it. Dang damn it. Make it happen for me.
At night, I'll probably tell them we're going to break for the night. They'll be sequestered, but they will come back and begin deliberations in the morning. That'll be Wednesday morning. But now that I really kind of laid that out and thought about the break I will have for closing arguments with even my 107 pages, we can get this done tomorrow. And so that's my expectation. So, Mr. Brooks, I'll unmute you, but that is the expectation of the court, that closing arguments will be done tomorrow.
You can't rush me to judgment, or you can't practice law from the bench and tell me when I can do something and when I can't.
Mr. Brooks, I actually can, under all of the rules of procedure. It is my job to make sure there's effective and efficient administration of this trial.
Then I should be allowed to, then if that's the case, then I should be allowed to tell the jury what they need to know, which is the truth, that they have the power. They have the power to nullify laws they don't agree with.
You are absolutely not allowed to tell the jury that. There's a jury instruction that I will have ready to go if you even attempt to raise the issue of jury nullification, sir. You have absolutely no right to raise that. That is clear under the law.
I can raise what I want to raise. And you can't, so you added these jury instructions at the last minute, then you should have never approved them from the get-go because I never approved them. I told you I didn't understand them at all whatsoever, and you still passed it.
Sir, if you understand jury nullification, you understand jury instructions. It's clear to me you've done your homework.
What you talking about? I don't care what you're talking about. I'm going to let them know that they can nullify any law they don't agree with, which is my right.
It is not your right to do that.
Say that it's not.
It is not your right to raise jury nullification.
Show me lawful law then. Show me.
All right. I'm going to mute him once again. He's starting to raise his voice. He's starting to hit his hands on the table. It's very clear to this court.
He's like, got her. He said, got her. I knew I was going to be able to stop her from proceeding with this. All I got to do is tell her that I'm going to say this thing. I'm just going to stick to my guns. I'm going to say, if you make me do that, I'm going to tell them this thing. I know you don't want me saying it. So you better not make me do that. Only for Opera to open her mouth and be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let him say it. Let him say it. And then we just going to tell the jury that fuck him. Like he said that dumbass shit. But we got to get done with this. We planning to go have a luncheon after this. We going to go celebrate. Y'all going to deliberate for 30 seconds. Come back, tell this motherfucker to get up underneath of this prison. And then we going out for nachos. It's Taco Tuesday. We got the gizzo. Okay? We got the gizzo to the stizzle. Eat some tacos. And ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Darrell. It's terrible. It's terrible. None of your plans work. You had all these plans and none of them work.
that it's
Not a
going to
single
be a
one.
challenge tomorrow during his closing
Thank you,
arguments.
DSP. Look at that. Come
He
on,
does
green
not
emojis.
have an unfettered right to say
Small
whatever he
ask.
wants or how he
Small
wants. If he is going to be adamant about defying the court's rules, which I will tell him in part what they are today, and I will work on that as we break and have a very clear advisement for him tomorrow morning. He may run the risk of being put in the other courtroom because he'll forfeit.
Look at him. Nope. Nope. It ain't gonna work. Nope. You can't make me. Darrell. Why Darrell looking like the puppy from the slush? You ever see the little from the 7-Eleven, the little slut, the little, you know, the little slushie that had the little puppy on it? The little droopy looking puppy. Look like Droopy. Why he look like that? Why that look like that? Nope. It ain't gonna work. Look at him.
By his conduct, his right
Look
to
at
be
this.
present here, and
He
I
is so
will be
childish.
able then to exercise the mute function. I have to balance, frankly, the fact that he's in custody, that it takes time for this jury to be excused. They have to walk an entire hallway behind me. I frankly don't want him to look worse than what he's looked, frankly, in front of this court when they haven't been in this courtroom. I need to preserve how he looks to this jury. And I will need
Good luck with
a
that.
very clear pledge by him that he will follow the rulings that I make as it relates to the closing arguments. He cannot raise jury nullification. He cannot raise facts that are not part of the record. He cannot raise subject matter jurisdiction. He needs to argue the facts based upon his theory.
What's so funny? He over there, he down there writing all the things that she just said he can't, that he can't raise. Those are the things he's writing down. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna raise that. What else you say? That I can't do? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. What else was it? Oh.
Based upon the evidence that's been presented.
The like button for mama. Let me get 100 likes.
And those are the bounds. If he's going
Gimme.
I can only imagine there may be some objections by the state. If there is an objection, I expect that he will stop and wait for this court to rule on the objection. I expect that if I sustain an objection, that he will honor it. And if he can't pledge to follow these very simple rules of courtesy and decorum that are consistent with the rules of procedure and the rules of evidence, then he will be in that other courtroom for his closing argument, so that I can exercise mute, frankly, to protect how he looks to that jury. Because that is the balancing that I am tasked with tomorrow, is to ensure that this jury makes a determination based upon the evidence and the law. You do not have a right to talk about sympathy. That's very clear in the case law, whether it's evidence or arguments. The juries, if you read through the jury instructions, sir, you will see they are specifically told they will not be swayed by sympathy, by prejudice, or passion. They are not to be concern themselves with any penalties. You can't argue penalties. You can't argue jury nullification. You can't argue legal issues that aren't relevant to the elements and the other law that's in these jury instructions. And those are the very clear rules that you will need to follow. And like any other time in this trial, if you don't do that, you will forfeit your right to argue your case to the jury, or forfeit your right to be present in this courtroom and appear from the other courtroom. And you are squarely put on notice of that here today, sir. With that, I think I've addressed all of the issues the state has asked me to address, one other issue, verdict timing. I know we have some time on this. I realize that there are many, many victims who may still be watching the proceedings remotely. There may be news media, in fact, that may want to cover the verdicts, and that this jury will take some time due to the sheer volume of counts in this case. When this court is advised,
yeah, them hair follicles said, "Look, I'm not spending my life in prison. I'm leaving now." Them hairs was like, "Look, y'all can stay if y'all want to, but this fucker is heading to the penitentiary. I don't want to live my life as a hair follicle in the prison. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna just hop on off this ride now." And then a bunch of them, and then he was like, he turned to the rest of the hairs and he said, "Who's coming with me?" And the whole hairline just left. And that's how Darrell lost his hair. True story. True story.
that verdicts have been reached. I'm contemplating between 30 and 60
Jason,
minutes
that's exactly what happened. I'm telling you, that's what had happened.
Bringing everyone back into the courtroom for the verdicts to be read in open court.
Darrell was devastated.
And if parties believe I need to wait longer, then let me know. But I think some of it will depend on how, is it late at night? Is it during the day? You know, are we dealing with any kind of traffic issues? I realize Mr. Brooks has family in Milwaukee area that may want to be here as well. Even if I consider kind of, you know, the outlying areas of Waukesha, you could be as much as 30 minutes away. So that's my initial thought on that. Any statement from the state on that?
Not on that issue directly, sir. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's okay.
I apologize.
Any other issues?
Yes, my other issue as to verdicts was seating, if you intended to maintain
Angelina.
the designated benches for the reasons you just said.
I would intend to keep the seating as is.
Okay, with the reserve.
The entire side behind the state for victims.
Okay, and the other side reserved for the first 5 minutes, or is that open seating over there?
My previous or my rule throughout has been 15 minutes. What I would say is any open seating will open the courtroom. It'll still be open the whole time because we're waiting, right? So it has to be. So any seat that's left open within 15 minutes, victims could also sit on the other side.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking me.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Brooks, any further?
The victims are going to have lots of seats because nobody's showing up for Darrell. Not a single solitary soul. Not a one. Just soulless. And look, after 20 years, if no one has still showed up, then they can sit wherever. Like, that's how long it's going to take to wait for somebody, hopefully, to show up. And it still ain't going to show up. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, Darrell. Especially after you said it's probably going to be like 20 people. You say it's going to be like 20 people. I'm just like, damn. Name them. Name the people that you thought was showing up, Darrell. You liar.
Topics by you.
There wasn't nobody coming up.
No, you're unmuted.
So, again, I don't understand nothing you just said, but I don't. How can you deprive me of my constitutional right? How can you trample on my constitutional right? How?
Sir, you can forfeit a number of constitutional rights by misconduct on your part.
Not if I reserve my rights. You can't let me reserve.
I gotta reserve my rights.
Sir, I direct your attention to Chambers versus Mississippi, Rock versus Arkansas, State versus Anthony, Illinois versus Allen.
Did they reserve their rights?
The Beneby decision. There's a host of case law, sir.
Did they reserve their rights?
All right, sir, you are simply mistaken on that. So I'm muting him once again. He's not giving me any other issues to address. We are in recess.
No. I'm sorry, I have a few other.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted the record to reflect that at about 2:04 p.m., your clerk had provided the final version of jury instructions to both the state and to the defense. I watched on video as Deputy Wittig left this courtroom, went over to the other courtroom, handed the final jury instructions to Mr. Brooks, and he immediately turned and dropped them to his left off the side of the table. I can't tell from the video if that's where the trash can is located or not, but I did see that immediate response after he was handed the final jury instructions. Another
Did that
thing.
include the verdicts or just the jury instructions?
No, just the jury instructions. I'm still doing verdicts.
Okay, it's just the jury instructions. But thank you, because
That's funny that he's saying that. Like he's going, but we already proved that yes, you did do that. Remember, they retrieved them. They pulled them out of the trash can and gave them back to you. What you about to lie and try to say? Look at it. Look at this. Y'all think y'all so slick. What y'all ain't gonna do is put me away forever. Daryl, look, Daryl. Tell me that this don't look like him. This is really looking like him today, isn't it? That's he got a little more chibi. Chibi Daryl got a little more color to him than real Daryl, you know. Now that I think about it, I might have to change that. He is a little bit browner than he's supposed to be, and I hadn't noticed that. Then again, maybe it's just this room he's in. I'll wait till he gets back in the other room and then I'll compare it. If it is, then I'll change it. Hey, DSB though. Look. DSB, look. What you think about Darrell's sandals? DSB, look. Look at Darrell's sandals. I put it in Chat GPT. I say, change his shoes to orange slides with white socks under. And I'll be damned if Chat GPT didn't understand the assignment, honey. Daryl, look, you like your shoes? Do you like them? Don't tread on me. Ooh, my name is Daryl and I ain't shit. My mama don't like me. I can't come in the house. I got a restraining order because I be shooting my spouse. And then I ran over my girlfriend and then I thought I was slick. So then I went to the parade and I did it again. And now I got no more freedom and I'm crying about it. Ooh, me, and narcissism is my name. Oh. I wish I had more time to stalk the little girls at the playground. There was so many more that I could have got 'cause I'm short like them. Ooh, right? Marabou. Looking just like Daryl, don't it? Ooh, nailed it. All right, Daryl, get your ass back in the corner. Get your ass back over there in that corner, Daryl. Daryl, you're jinxing my jar. Look at it. You're jinxing my jar, Daryl. Look at it. It's been sitting looking like this for a while. It's your fault. I've decided it is your fault. Put your paperback Bible in there. Okay, so it'll look like it's more filled than it is. How about that? Ooh.
I didn't see that given some of the things I was looking at up here, so I appreciate that.
It's so gross.
Were all jurors or will all jurors then be told to report with an overnight bag?
That's part of the instructions that they were
and you're going to make that available to us?
Yes, I'll get Lauren down here right away, and I'll make sure that before Mr. Brooks is taken back to the cell. I see your arms waving. I'll get you in a second. That he's provided with that as well.
All right.
And you as well.
And then one final thing as to timing, and again, I don't mean to be
piece of shit
disrespectful
a job
to
at the
Mr. Brooks or
airport.
anyone involved in this matter, but should there be any guilty verdicts in this case, would you be intending to proceed to sentencing yet this week or at a future time?
You know, that's an interesting question because
Oh my God, Daryl. She just
I
said
don't
she was going
know
to get to you.
how many victims will want to speak. If we have time, I would certainly consider that. I mean, I have this entire week set aside yet. And I have Monday morning, but I have some other things Monday afternoon, and then I am not available the rest of next week. So it really just depends on the timing. I would need to know from both the parties whether they anticipate anyone speaking other than the parties themselves. Any family members?
Yes,
I don't think I need a PSI. This is a trial. This is not like a guilty plea. So, Mr. Brooks, I'll get you. I'm unmuting you. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're unmuted.
And since we're all making records to make me look bad, I think we should state for the record that one of the rights I have is to demand that the court place in the evidence any unrevealed contract, statute, laws, rules, or information being used against me under the Sixth Amendment. So how come that hasn't been placed in the evidence?
What law are you referring to, sir?
I'm referring to my rights under the Sixth Amendment.
And what
My
case law
constitutional
says you
right
have a
under
right to do exactly what you just said you have a right to do?
the Constitution, Amendment 6.
Sir, that is very general, your statement. It's vague. There's nothing
So we gonna go
specific
what?
you have
What
referenced.
You want paragraph 2 or something like that? Is that what you want?
No, that's not what I'm saying, sir. You're making
So,
general arguments
also-
that aren't based in fact and are overgeneralizations of what the law requires as well.
I accept for value in return for value any documents in this matter. Since, it might be another record of what I'm doing, since it's always a record of what I'm doing. And I also have the right to ask, is this common law or admiralty law? Because judging by the gold eagle on top of the flag, it's some explaining that needs to be done. And that is a military symbol. So is this a common law court or admiralty law court?
Mr. Brooks, I'm frankly not going to address these nonsense legal theories of yours. I'm muting you. They have been debunked. They are typical sovereign tactics that have no place in our judicial system. We are in recess. I'll see everyone tomorrow morning at 8:30. I'll just direct the bailiffs to wait until we have the verdict forms to give. And if it takes us longer than 30 minutes, we'll make sure they're delivered to him in his jail today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh no. Oh no, Daryl, I think you might have blew it. I think there's a good chance that you may have blown it. That's what Bubba said. And that is that on that. That is that on that. That is that on the that. Ooh. Thanks for everyone for coming in and hanging out with Mama. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. So Mama gonna have to be right back up in here again. Ooh. Any suggestions on what we can react to tomorrow's live streams? I might do like what I did today and do 2 of them. I might do that. I won't do that. Any suggestions? Anything's going on? That we would like to react to? You can think about it. Tell me whatever's in the live stream. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Yep. Tomorrow is Sunday. And I will catch you tomorrow, okay? All right. Sleep tight. Mama loves babies. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh. Do the notification thing. Make sure if you didn't get a notification, undo the notification button, click it to make it go off and then re-click it. That's the bell. It's the little bell button next to where the membership thing is. Okay, not membership, where the subscribe button is. Okay, it's like there. It's a little bell. Do that. Do that. Let me show it to you, actually. Hold on. I can show you. Maybe oh yeah, this one right here. Let's see. See where it is on this one. Yeah. So it'll be right here. See this little this little button right here? You would click this. You're gonna click this little button and choose all. It's gonna have like 3 options. Like this. All, personalized, none. Okay? You're gonna click all. That's what you're gonna click. So you're gonna click the bell, the little thing next to the bell, and then you're gonna click all. And if it's already selected, unclick it, click none, and then change it back to all. Okay? And that's what you're gonna do, and it's gonna get you right back on track so that you get notified. Mama needs you notified, okay? Do that. Do the thing, honey. Ooh. All right. I see tomorrow. Bye, Daryl. Bye, Daryl. You feeling okay? Uh-oh. 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 I don't think she can hear you, Daryl. She can't hear you. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. No, he like, damn it. She's supposed to get mad and then respond and then let me go and taste some freedom. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.